our favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
Shall I go?
Please.
So, this is the top 10 list of my favorite movies ever.
Yep.
I tried to do a compilation or combination of things that, like, you know, I wanted a variety. Like, it's impossible to do a top 10. You want to combine what you think is best, but also what's your favorite, what you have memories with. So I tried to do a little, you know, I wanted some live action, I wanted some animated, I wanted some comedy, I wanted some action. And this is what I came up with. But this could change in the next 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
At number 10, I decided to put the comedy that came into my mind and that I've loved since I was a kid. I love Jim Carrey. I put Liar Liar at my number 10.
Nice.
I wanted a solid, clear comedy in there. It also has a good message to it at the end. He's got to stop lying to his family, basically, and be there for him. And then Jim Carrey just knocks it out of the park, obviously. And then the bloopers at the end in the credits. My family and I used to quote those all the time. At number 9, I think it's one of the best movies of all time. It's the best Christmas movie of all time. It's A Wonderful Life. Mm-hmm. Solid black and white Jimmy Stewart. Jimmy Stewart. It's talk about a movie having a good message. Deserved to be in my top 10. At number 8 is my first animated movie, Kung Fu Panda 2. Best DreamWorks movie, best Kung Fu Panda movie. Visually amazing, hilarious. Jack Black. The water drop scene with his past and his mom and the connection to the villain is something that movies just do not do. And that scene is the music is good. Obviously, is it Hans Zimmer again for this one?
Yes.
You know, I think the action is good. It had me laughing to tears, and then you don't. It's a Kung Fu Panda movie. It's a movie about a panda doing kung fu, and you're going to give us this visually water drop being thrown into the past as he's learning to have inner peace, cooked out of their mind. Number 7, I have Across the Spider-Verse.
Nice.
Yeah, had to put a Spider-Verse movie in there. We've gone back and forth about whether Into or Across is better. I have a problem with Across, that's pretty clear, but I'm letting my personal favorite and emotions and memories guide this a little bit. And I have some memories with Across the Spider-Verse, so I wanted to put it in there. Given the fact that I watched this literally this week, and it is what it is, I'm putting Interstellar in here at number 6.
I knew that was going to be in here.
Yeah, I knew we were doing this list, and when I watched it at the Chinese Theater earlier this week, I was like, oh, well, that's one of the slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. Number 5, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Wow,
It deserved the Oscars. I jumped into a pool in a full suit and tie with my friends when it won the Oscar because we all loved it so much. I've seen it 10 times at this point, 9 times in the theaters. I just kept taking more people to see it. It's extremely rewatchable. It's funny. It makes me cry. The Be Kind speech at the end with Waymond, it's amazing. At number 4, my last drama on the list, rom-com, I guess, About Time. This is my top 4. Yeah, About Time is... the first time I watched it was, 2 years ago? And it's another one where I went home and I was like, y'all gotta watch this movie. It really speaks to me in the way I want to live my life, of focusing on positives and not having to go back and relive each day because you have the ability to time travel, but just making the day worth it. Number 3, final animated movie is Emperor's New Groove. Talked about it already. One of the funniest movies of all time. It's like an hour and 2 minutes. It's short, but it's sweet. Number 2 is The Greatest Showman. And number 1 is The Avengers.
Yep, we all know Avengers Fall by The Greatest Showman.
We all know that.
Do you care to say anything about Greatest Showman right now?
Just what I've said before. When I first watched this, I thought it was, mid. I gave it like a 7 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Didn't think anything of it. Didn't think I'd ever watch it again. And then the music started coming into my life more. And then the messages of the movie came into my life more. And then I saw Hugh Jackman in concert. And I just watched it more. So if you see the movie and you're like, why the heck would this be anyone's favorite movie? I would probably agree with you the first time I watched it. Mm-hmm. The first time I said to my family, like, this is one of my favorite movies, they were like, what? And now they understand. The circus, the message behind it, the working hard, the creating something for other people, what's the song? It's not Seize the Day, but it's Come Alive. All the music from now on is one of my favorite songs of all time. And I love Hugh Jackman. So just everything about it is perfect for me specifically.
Perfect. Well, excellent. Well, I don't really have any thoughts on your list because I know that. I knew most of those. If you would have asked me what are Andrew's top 10, I think I would have gotten 7 of those.
Yeah.
So I knew most of that. I'm really happy that you are so proud to be a fan of those movies and to tell everybody that those are your favorite movies. I'm proud.
Tons of honorable mentions. Incredibles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Incredibles. Empire Strikes Back. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Ace Ventura meant a lot to me growing up. I loved the Die Hard movie. I love Live Free or Die Hard. There's tons of random stupid honorable mentions, but yeah.
I'll mention some of my honorable mentions before I get into my list. But before I get into my list, I want to say, Andrew just said for his top 10 favorite movies of all time, he wanted to do a bunch of different franchises. He wants to hit a Spider-Man movie and a couple of animateds and a comedy and this and that. My list is not like that. Half of these movies are from the same franchise.
Sure.
Like they're all... So exactly what you think my top 10 favorite movies of all time are going to be, that's what they're going to be. My honorable mentions real quick. Ocean's 11's probably the first one out. That's probably my 11th place.
Nightcrawler was another honorable mention, yeah.
12 Angry Men is definitely an honorable mention of mine. Jurassic Park is definitely an honorable mention of mine. Damien Chazelle's Whiplash is definitely an honorable mention of mine. There you go. Those are some of my honorable mentions. Number 10 is also a comedy for me. It is my favorite comedy of all time. It is The Other Guys.
Yeah.
The Other Guys makes me laugh every single time. It's so brilliant. It's written so well, and it's my favorite Will Ferrell role by far because he is so reserved in it. You are really seeing why so many people think this is the funniest guy in the world, because he can do Anchorman, which I love Anchorman. Anchorman's hilarious. But like he can do Anchorman, but he's showing like really the range with his comedy. He is so quiet and reserved and smart. So that finally when Gator, the big personality, comes out, it's the funniest shit ever. Mark Wahlberg is incredible. I love The Other Guys. All right, my number 9 is Inception.
Yeah.
I love Inception with all my heart. Inception is my favorite movie of all time that I don't give a 10 out of 10 to. Inception, I have a clear problem with it, but it's by far my favorite movie of all time that I've ever given a 9 to. From now on, we're going all 10s. Number 8 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. At the time, my favorite animated movie of all time. I think Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is the perfect superhero movie. And if anybody tells me that that's the best superhero movie of all time, I will have no problem with you whatsoever. That's a great take. Number 7, I think, is the best written movie of all time, which is Aaron Sorkin's masterclass, The Social Network, directed by David Fincher. I love this movie with all my heart. I think it's just so brilliantly written. I don't care how inaccurate it is. I don't care that Rooney Mara's character isn't a real person. Don't care, because it's so good that like Mark Zuckerberg, this whole movie is really just making Facebook for her approval. That's so good. I love it so much. At the end when he's trying to friend request her, it's so good. I love that shit. I love that shit so much. And obviously the performances are outrageous. Andrew Garfield in that movie specifically, my fuck you flip-flop scene is an all-time scene. It really is one of the best scenes I've ever seen in my life. And it's a writing masterclass because it leads to that perfectly by juggling both the past, the present, and the future in flashback scenes. Brilliant. Number 6, this is going to surprise people. I've got War for the Planet of the Apes, a movie that's in my Letterboxd top 4 that will not be leaving my Letterboxd top 4. And I can tell you that War is probably not as good of a movie as Dawn. But War represents that trilogy to me in a really great way. If you put all those movies together, for me, War is the one that really embodies them. So for many of the same reason that like people really love Return of the King, that's why I love War for the Planet of the Apes so much. And War for the Planet of the Apes is probably, we talk about this a lot, my favorite looking movie of all time. You want to talk about movies being gray? None of the movies on this list are gray except for The Other Guys and Inception, 2 movies I have problems with. And War for the Planet of the Apes is white. The snow texture in that movie is just one of the most brilliant decisions ever. I love Matt Reeves forever because of what he did with that trilogy. At number 5, I've got Parasite. Best Picture from 2019. Absolutely feel it deserved it. I get that movie's a tad derivative of 2016 Park Chan-wook's The Handmaiden. I get that it's maybe not the most original thing in the world, but I love the commentary, and most importantly, I love the scheming. You know this. You said this when you watched it. I showed it to you this year, and you had this moment. I think we paused it because people needed to go to the bathroom, and like you literally were like, yeah, like this is the most Alex Hat Guy movie I've ever seen in my life. I just love the scheming and the plotting and the planning, and then the twists blew my fucking mind. And the scene with the ghost, with the kid with the cake, horrifying, amazing horror elements in there, just a tad, just a little bit. There's a couple jump scares that are fun. I really, really adore Parasite. Also in my Letterboxd top 4. At number 4, I have The Dark Knight. Sorry, it's
great.
Probably the best written superhero movie of all time. It's so brilliant. It's so well acted. Obviously, you've got Heath Ledger's performance. Obviously, you've got Aaron Eckhart as Two-Face. It comes together perfectly. It's, I think, Christopher Nolan's magnum opus. It's just so great. Yeah, it's derivative of Heat. Go fuck yourself. I love it. I love Batman. I love that movie so much. At number 3, I have a movie from last year. I've got Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. When I saw it, I knew that this was one of my favorite movies of all time. I saw it 6 or 7 times in theaters, and then we just saw it in concert. It just always reinforces how much I love that movie. That movie's never going to get old for me. I know that you have a clear problem with the ending. I do not. The ending is one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie. Now, part of that was I knew going into it was a part 1, but yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is just something else. And then my number 2 is The Empire Strikes Back, and my number 1 is Star Wars 1977: A New Hope. So my top 2 favorite movies of all time are the first 2 Star Wars movies. And that shouldn't surprise anybody. I am a Star Wars glazer till the day I die. I am harsh on some of their stuff when I don't like it, but when I like it, it's going to be my favorite thing of all time. Andor's one of my favorite shows of all time. Clone Wars has some of my favorite episodes of TV of all time. It's just, if you make something great in Star Wars, it's going to be my favorite thing of all time. I don't think I need to explain that much. And The Impetus, the first movie in the series, is my first favorite movie of all time. Because what that movie means to me, it's given me so much happiness by giving me my favorite franchise of all time. And Empire Strikes Back is somehow better. But I do like New Hope slightly more. And there you go. That's my TED Talk. Those are my favorite movies of all time.
It's pretty good.
Thank you.
It's pretty good.
Thank you. I didn't not have the variety that you had.
No, that's fine. I like all those movies.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I like all those movies.
Yeah.